Hey friend, it's me again. I feel like it's been so long, like it's been months since we had a sit down and had a conversation. But we are back with yet another with the tea conversation. But before we get to that, actually, I want to share a little bit of a recap of my year, 2022. Like 2022 was not a bad year overall. There were some ups, there were some downs, but there were some really great ups. Like for one, I'm in my new apartment, moved in late last year. Guys, one thing I can say before we play the recap, manifest, whether that's praying, journaling, whatever you do to just manifest, create vision boards, pray, journal, do whatever it takes that you believe will work to impact your future, because trust me, it works. Now let's watch the recap. Now that is done, I just wanted to have a quick chit chat about detachment. It's just a catch up, actually, not really like a conversation specifically about detachment, but just a chit chat in general. So my tea is so hot. I am drinking ginger tea. I was outside and it's raining currently, and I'm planning a picnic and yoga and tea session. So I was looking for venues, and then I just decided that, you know what, I could have it by my apartment. I just don't know if there's enough space. So I looked around in my apartment. I'm like, okay, I don't know how many people I'm gonna invite, so let me rather go check by the clubhouse here. I checked, so I walked in the rain just to check if there's space there. So when I came back, I had some sniffles, so I was like, let me make ginger tea, because I know myself, before I even left for Bali, I was feeling sick already. I had the worst flu ever, so I don't want a repeat of that. I had to fight for my life and I don't want a repeat. I came back, I don't want that. So yeah, that being said, let's talk. Let's have a conversation. I feel like we haven't seen each other in so long, so why not catch up on how 2020 went? 2022, wow. 2022 went, and one of the biggest lessons I've learned personally from 2022, more than anything, I think there were so many lessons throughout the year. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about my friendships, my family relationships, my love life, my me as a person, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm genuinely grateful. That's why I'm saying that it wasn't a bad year, simply because even the downs were lessons for me. There were lessons that I had to learn from the downs. So I'm grateful for those experiences overall. And that being said, I think my biggest lesson, there were a lot of lessons, but I think my biggest lesson from 2022 is detachment, right? This has been something that I've been really great at for the longest time, but I didn't realize until last year, right? And more than anything, I felt before last year, I felt like it was like a bad thing on my side that I detached to things so easily. It means that I'm not giving my all to things. And last year told me that that's not the case. Being able to detach is not necessarily a bad thing, and being attached is also not necessarily a bad thing. You get me? There's literally a level to everything. There's a healthy level to everything, and it's okay to be able to detach. And to me right now, I feel like detachment is my superpower, and that is why I want to share this with you guys. So one thing that I realized, so somebody tweeted actually last year, they were they've realized, I'm paraphrasing, but they basically said that they've realized that when you want something too badly, it doesn't make it happen. You stop it stops it from happening. You get me? If you say you want a bicycle, but you want it so badly, you're so desperate, being desperate stops your things from happening. And I 100% agreed with that. And I retweeted, quote tweeted it, and said that it's literally like swimming, like attachment and manifestation and faith is like swimming. Like you literally, what you do is that you start something, or you plan for something, or you hope for something, and you simply just let go, right? That's exactly how you learn how, like, you manage to swim. You literally just float. The moment you try to do too much, like trying to, I don't even know what, that's when the possibilities of you drowning come. Like if you're trying so hard to save yourself from drowning, you will drown. But the moment you let the water carry you, you will float, right? Which is why when somebody drowns and like they don't make it, they still, like, their body will float at the end because their body is not doing anything. I don't know if that's a good scenario. Like their body is not fighting to live or whatever, it's just relaxing on the water, right? Whereas before that happened, they were literally fighting so much that it caused them to drown, right? You only float when you relaxed. Yes. So even with what do you call it, like if you try to do like a backstroke, lie down flat, the moment you try to tighten your core and stuff, like you literally float. So you just have to relax. Anyway, I'm like speaking too much about like swimming now. So yes, so that's what I said. I basically said something like that, but I'm gonna put the tweet here so that it makes more sense, just in case I'm not elaborating myself in a way that is understandable to you. So yeah, so one thing that I've also like realized with detachment is that when you're praying and you're manifesting, right, and you're hoping for something, and you do too much, like I said, it's like swimming. So it's basically like you're not trusting your process enough. When you do too much, you don't trust your process enough, and that's when it does not work. If you're Christian or Muslim, or like you're in any let me say Christian. If you're Christian, you will know there's like a say that says let go and let God, right? The moment you let go and let God, that's when things like you see what, like the things you're looking for, things happen when you let go, you get me? And even in like a lot of like religions and stuff speak about simply like being, like just be, right? And that's the power of faith. Like faith requires you to simply just be, like you literally just be, and that is when your blessings and your manifestations and whatever you want in life comes to being. Like it is the craziest thing ever. And I'm saying this because I've experienced it in my life. Like every time I've found myself like being too desperate for something, that's when it goes down. Like it gets so bad, like things don't work accordingly. But the moment I just let go and trust that it will happen, it does happen. And also trust your instincts and trust yourself and trust your God, or trust whatever you believe in, you get me? That whatever you want will come to fruition despite anything. If you know, you know, like you always know when you know. Like the moment you have doubt about something, then maybe it's not meant to be, right? And don't force it to be. Like the moment you have doubt that I'm not sure about this, then like immediately like let it let it go. And the moment you're sure, don't question why you're so sure, just accept it that you're sure that this will happen and let it be. And that's where the faith comes in. Like don't try and question the faith. Like if you have a feeling in you, let's say you need like 1,000 rands or $1,000 or whatever, and you feel like, I don't know where I'm gonna get this thing, but I know for a fact that I'm gonna get it, you will definitely get it. Something is gonna happen. It might not be now, but it will happen. But the moment you start like questioning where exactly is this 1,000 rand gonna come, now you're trying to do so much unnecessary things. You might just block the actual source of where that 1,000 rand is gonna come from. You get me? You could be like, literally somebody might come randomly and be like, I want to give you this 1,000 rand or whatever, and then when at that time you have decided that you're gonna go outside and look for that 1,000 rand somewhere else, now you've missed that opportunity. Because why? Because you wanted to be in control, and there's absolutely no need. Like there's no need. One thing that I've also learned this year is that there's no need to always be in control. I, for one, am one person that loves to be in control of everything, and I've realized that it does not benefit me. Like, there's no need for me to always want to be in control of things in my life, because I do not have the power. Sometimes I do not have the power, and things will happen for me when I simply just like let go. Like, people will help me when I simply just let go. Like, the God, the universe, whatever, my guardian angels will help me if I simply just let go. You get me? Yeah, let me just check something quick. Okay, it's getting very dark now and the quality of this video is getting bad, but I'm gonna end this video with this. So one thing that why I'm sharing this is because I want, like, I know we're in January, it's the beginning of the new year, and a lot of us are planning. We have goals, we have visions, we have all of that, right? More than anything, when you plan things, not everything will work out according to what you want. So plan, write down your goals, your resolutions, create your vision boards and all of that, but do not necessarily be too caught up in all of that. Just every day take baby steps. You'll see at the end that the journey is what brings the greatest memory. So don't be attached to the ending. Like, just enjoy the journey, let go, and trust that everything will work accordingly. Despite the hiccups or the good times that might happen, everything will work accordingly. Just relax, trust that your God, the universe, or whatever you believe in, your guardian angels, your ancestors, whatever it is that you believe in, have your back. Trust that you are sorted. You get me? Don't be attached to like when you get the house or when you get the car or whatever. Just enjoy the journey. You know, in the back, like, you know that you've written all those things. Let go of, write them down, check at the end of the year, you know, and you'll realize that it was, as much as bad things happened and the journey was a bit difficult, you managed to conquer, and it was great, and you were not too like fixated on anything, but you simply enjoyed the journey. And yeah, that's that. Let me stop there. So yeah, enjoy the rest of 2023 and see you later, bestie.